Hey Sagittarius, I need to sit down and talk to you about what I just pulled from the cards because honestly, I am speechless right now. Like, genuinely. I had to take a moment before even starting this reading because the energy coming through is unlike anything I have seen in months. This is not your typical reading where I am going to tell you something vague or generic. No. What the universe is showing me right now is so specific, so powerful, and so unexpected that you are going to need to hear every single word of this. I am talking about revelations that are going to flip your entire understanding of your current situation completely upside down. So Sagittarius, let me just be real with you from the start. I know you have been through some things lately. I know there have been moments where you questioned whether you were on the right path, whether the decisions you made were correct, whether people in your life were being genuine with you. And honestly, I know there have been times when you felt like maybe you were seeing things that were not really there. Or maybe you were being too optimistic, too trusting. But what I am about to share with you is going to validate so much of what you have been sensing. And it is also going to reveal some things that you definitely did not see coming. The energy around you right now is absolutely incredible. And I am not saying this to hype you up. I am saying this because the cards are literally showing me a complete transformation happening in your life. And it is happening whether you are fully aware of it yet or not. There are people watching you. There are situations developing behind the scenes, and there are opportunities coming your way that are going to change everything. But here's the thing, Sagittarius, not everyone around you is happy about your growth. Not everyone is celebrating your progress. And that is exactly what we need to talk about today. Before we get into the cards, I just want you to know that this reading is probably going to bring up some emotions. You might feel validated, you might feel shocked, you might even feel a little angry when you realize some of the things that have been happening around you. But trust me when I say that everything you are about to hear is happening for you, not to you. The universe has been working overtime to position you exactly where you need to be, and what is coming next is going to blow your mind. All right, let me pull the first card for you and see what the universe wants us to know right off the bat. Oh wow. Okay, so the very first card I pulled is the Eight of Pentacles. And Sagittarius, this is huge. Do you understand what this means? This card is literally telling me that you have been putting in work. I am talking about serious, dedicated, focused work on yourself, on your skills, on your goals, on your entire life. You have been in this energy of refinement, of mastering your craft, of becoming the absolute best version of yourself. And here's what most people do not understand about the Eight of Pentacles. This is not just about working hard. This is about working smart. This is about recognizing that you need to level up and then actually doing the work to make it happen. I am seeing that over the past several months, maybe even the past year, you have been in this mode of serious self-improvement. You have been learning new things, developing new skills, investing in yourself in ways that other people might not even notice yet. But you know what you have been doing? You know, the late nights, the early mornings, the moments when you chose growth over comfort. You know, the times when you said no to distractions and yes to your own evolution? And Sagittarius, the universe has been watching all of this. What is so beautiful about this card showing up first is that it is telling me that everything you have been working on is about to pay off in a major way. Like, we are not talking about small wins here. We are talking about significant recognition, significant rewards, significant progress. The Eight of Pentacles energy is about mastery, and you are reaching a level of mastery in your field, in your life, in your personal development that is going to set you apart from everyone else. But here's something really interesting that the cards are showing me. While you have been over here quietly doing your thing, perfecting your craft, minding your business, there are people who have been watching you, and not in a supportive way. I am seeing that some people around you have been observing your progress with a mix of curiosity and envy. They have been seeing you level up, seeing you grow, seeing you become more confident and capable. And it has been triggering something in them. Because while you were busy working on yourself, they were busy watching you instead of working on themselves. The Eight of Pentacles is also telling me that you have developed this incredible sense of focus and discipline that you did not have before. You have learned how to block out the noise, how to stay committed to your goals even when things get challenging, how to keep showing up for yourself day after day. And this is exactly the kind of energy that attracts both opportunities and opposition. Success always comes with people who want to see you fail. And Sagittarius, you are about to understand just how real this is in your situation. I am also picking up that some of you might be in a phase where you are literally learning something new or developing a new skill. Maybe you are taking a course, learning a new language, developing a business skill, or mastering something creative. Whatever it is, this card is telling me that you are in the right zone. You are making the right moves, and you need to keep going because the breakthrough is closer than you think. Let me pull the next card because I need to see what is happening around you right now in terms of other people and external situations. Okay, so the second card is Strength. And Sagittarius, this just gave me chills. Do you know what this means? This means that everything you have been going through, every challenge, every obstacle, every moment of doubt, has been building your strength. Not just physical strength, not just mental strength, but spiritual and emotional strength that is unshakable. The Strength card is one of the most powerful cards in the entire deck because it represents courage that comes from within, resilience that cannot be broken, and a kind of quiet power that intimidates people without you even trying. What I am seeing here is that you have been tested, like seriously tested. There have been situations in your life recently where you could have reacted with anger, with aggression, with pettiness, but you chose to respond with grace instead. You chose to be the bigger person. You chose to walk away from drama. You chose to protect your peace instead of engaging with chaos. And Sagittarius, that took strength, real strength, the kind of strength that most people do not have. The Strength card is also telling me that you have been taming your own inner beasts. You know what I mean by this? We all have parts of ourselves that can be reactive, impulsive, defensive. You have been doing the inner work to control those impulses, to respond instead of react, to think before you speak, to choose your battles wisely. And this has not been easy. This has required you to dig deep, to be honest with yourself, to confront your own shadows. But you have been doing it, and it is transforming you into someone who cannot be shaken by external circumstances. Here is what is really powerful about this card showing up in your reading. The Strength card is telling me that people can feel your energy shifting. They can sense that you are not the same person you used to be. They can tell that you have this inner power now that makes you untouchable in a way. And for some people, this is incredibly threatening because when you have real strength, when you have real confidence that comes from within, you cannot be manipulated. You cannot be controlled. You cannot be dimmed. And there are people in your life who preferred it when you were easier to influence. I am also picking up that some of you might have recently stood up for yourself in a major way. Maybe you set a boundary that you have never set before. Maybe you said no to something or someone that you would have said yes to in the past. Maybe you walked away from a situation that was no longer serving you. And while that took courage, it also showed everyone around you that you are not playing games anymore. You are not here to be anyone's doormat or option. You know your worth now, and you are not willing to settle for less. The Strength card in combination with the Eight of Pentacles is painting a picture of someone who has been working on themselves internally and externally. And that combination is powerful. You are not just learning new skills. You are also developing new levels of emotional intelligence and self-mastery. This is the kind of growth that cannot be faked. This is real transformation, and it is radiating from you in a way that is impossible to ignore. Let me pull the third card because I want to see what is coming into your life as a result of all this work you have been doing. All right, so the third card is the Fool and Sagittarius. I need you to really understand what this card represents because it is major. The Fool is all about new beginnings, fresh starts, taking leaps of faith, and stepping into the unknown with trust and optimism. This card is literally telling me that you are on the verge of starting a completely new chapter in your life. We are talking about something that you have never experienced before, something that requires you to trust in yourself and in the universe in ways you have not had to trust before. What I love about the Fool showing up here is that it is confirming that all the work you have been doing, all the strength you have been building, has been preparing you for this next phase, for this leap. The Fool does not show up when you are staying in your comfort zone. The Fool shows up when you are ready to take a risk, to try something new, to go after something that excites you, even if it scares you a little bit. I am seeing that some of you are about to make a big decision. This could be about your career, your living situation, a relationship, a business venture, or a personal goal. Whatever it is going to require you to step outside of what is familiar and safe. It is going to require you to bet on yourself in a way that might feel risky to other people. But here is the thing, Sagittarius. The Fool is your card. As a Sagittarius, you are naturally adventurous, naturally optimistic, naturally willing to take risks that other signs would never take. This is in your DNA. And right now, the universe is calling you back to that energy. The Fool is also telling me that you might be feeling a pull toward something that does not make logical sense yet. Maybe there is an idea that keeps coming back to you, a dream that will not leave you alone, a feeling that you need to make a change even if you cannot fully explain why. Sagittarius, trust that. The Fool is about following your intuition even when you cannot see the full path ahead. It is about taking that first step even when you do not have all the answers. Because here is what the cards are showing me. The universe has already cleared the path for you. What you are being called to do is MEANT for you. The timing is right now. I am also picking up that some people in your life are going to question this new direction you are taking. They are going to tell you that you are being impulsive, unrealistic, reckless. They are going to project their own fears onto you. They are going to try to talk you out of following your heart. But Sagittarius, you need to understand something. Those people are not operating at your level of faith and courage. They cannot see what you see. They cannot feel what you feel. And their limitations should not become your limitations. The Fool card is also about innocence and pure potential. It is telling me that you are entering this next phase with a clean slate, with no baggage from the past holding you back. You have done the healing work. You have released what needed to be released, and now you are free to create whatever you want. This is such a beautiful energy, and I am honestly excited for you. Because the Fool represents unlimited possibilities. Let me pull another card because I want to understand more about what this new beginning looks like and what you need to know as you step into it. Oh, this is interesting. The fourth card is Temperance and Sagittarius. This is a really important message. Temperance is all about balance, patience, moderation, and divine timing. This card is showing up to remind you that while you are entering this exciting new chapter represented by the Fool, you still need to approach it with wisdom and balance. You cannot just jump in recklessly without any plan. You need to find that sweet spot between faith and strategy, between excitement and practicality. What Temperance is telling me is that this new direction you are taking requires a measured approach. Yes, you are taking a leap of faith, but you are also being smart about it. You are not burning all your bridges. You are not making impulsive decisions without thinking them through. You are finding a way to honor both your adventurous spirit and your need for stability. This is mature energy. Sagittarius, this is you showing that you have grown, that you have learned from past experiences, that you know how to take calculated risks instead of careless ones. I am also seeing that Temperance is asking you to integrate different aspects of your life. Maybe you have been feeling pulled in multiple directions lately. Maybe you have different goals that seem to compete with each other. Maybe you are trying to balance your personal life with your professional life, your desire for freedom with your need for security, your dreams with your responsibilities. Temperance is telling me that you do not have to choose one or the other. You can have both, but it requires you to be intentional, to be organized, to create a plan that allows all parts of your life to coexist harmoniously. The Temperance card is also about alchemy, about combining different elements to create something entirely new. This tells me that you are in a phase where you are blending your past experiences with your current knowledge to create your future reality. You are taking everything you have learned, everything you have been through, and you are using it all to build something amazing. Nothing has been wasted. Every experience, even the painful ones, has been preparing you for this moment. Another thing that Temperance is highlighting is the importance of patience right now. I know that as a Sagittarius, you want things to happen fast. You want results yesterday. You want to see progress immediately. But Temperance is gently reminding you that some things take time to develop properly. Just like you cannot rush the process of making wine or cooking a perfect meal, you cannot rush the process of building your dream life. Trust the timing. Trust the process. Know that everything is unfolding exactly as it should. I am also picking up that some of you might be healing a relationship or finding middle ground with someone. Temperance is the card of compromise and finding common ground. If there has been tension between you and someone else, this card is suggesting that resolution is possible. But it requires both parties to be willing to meet in the middle. It requires open communication, mutual respect, and a genuine desire to find a solution that works for everyone. Let me pull the next card because I want to see what challenges or obstacles you might face as you move forward with this new beginning. Okay, so the fifth card is the Knight of Wands. And Sagittarius, this energy is fire. Like literally. The Knight of Wands is pure fire energy, which resonates perfectly with your Sagittarius nature. This card is telling me that you are about to enter a phase of rapid movement, exciting opportunities, and bold action. The Knight of Wands does not sit around waiting for things to happen. The Knight of Wands makes things happen. This is warrior energy, adventurer energy, go-getter energy. What I am seeing here is that very soon, you are going to feel this surge of motivation and inspiration. You are going to wake up one day and just know that it is time to make your move. It is time to take action. It is time to go after what you want with everything you have got. The Knight of Wands is fearless, confident, and completely committed to the mission. And this is the energy that is coming through for you. The Knight of Wands is also telling me that travel might be involved in your near future. This could be literal travel, like taking a trip, moving to a new place, or traveling for work or an opportunity. Or it could be metaphorical travel, like embarking on a new journey in your career, your personal development, or your spiritual path. Either way, movement is a big theme here. You are not staying stagnant. You are not staying stuck. You are moving forward, and you are doing it with purpose and passion. Now here is something really important about the Knight of Wands. This card can sometimes indicate moving too fast or being impulsive without thinking things through completely. And this is where the Temperance card becomes even more relevant. You have this fiery, passionate energy pushing you forward, but you also need to balance it with wisdom and strategy. The key is to harness the enthusiasm and motivation of the Knight of Wands, while also maintaining the patience and balance of Temperance. When you can do both, you become unstoppable. I am also picking up that the Knight of Wands represents someone coming into your life. This could be a new romantic interest, a business partner, a mentor, or just someone who brings exciting energy into your world. This person is going to be charismatic, confident, adventurous, and probably a little bit unpredictable. They are going to inspire you, challenge you, and push you out of your comfort zone in the best way possible. If you've been feeling lonely or like you needed someone to share your excitement with, this person is coming. The Knight of Wands is also about pursuing your passions without apology. It is about going after what sets your soul on fire even if other people do not understand it. It is about being bold in your choices and confident in your path. Sagittarius. This card is giving you permission to be fully yourself, to embrace your wild spirit, to chase your dreams with reckless abandon. Because when you are living in alignment with your true self, that is when magic happens. Let me pull another card because I need to understand what is happening beneath the surface, what you might not be fully aware of yet. All right, the sixth card is the Queen of Swords and Sagittarius. This is where things get really interesting. The Queen of Swords is one of the most perceptive, intelligent, and no-nonsense cards in the entire deck. This queen sees through everything. She cannot be lied to. She cannot be manipulated. She cannot be fooled. She values truth above all else. And she has zero tolerance for games, drama, or deception. What this card is telling me is that you have been seeing through people and situations with crystal clear clarity lately. Things that might have confused you before are making perfect sense now. People who might have fooled you in the past cannot fool you anymore. You have developed a sharp intuition, this ability to read between the lines. This gift for seeing what is really happening beneath the surface. And Sagittarius, this is powerful. The Queen of Swords is also telling me that you have been cutting through the BS in your life. You have been having difficult conversations. You have been setting boundaries. You have been speaking your truth even when it was uncomfortable. You have been making decisions based on logic and clarity rather than emotions and wishful thinking. And while this has not always been easy, it has been necessary. Because you cannot build a strong future on a foundation of lies, denial, or illusion. I am picking up that the Queen of Swords might also represent someone in your life who has been giving you clear, honest advice. This could be a female friend, a mentor, a therapist, or even an older woman in your family. This person tells it like it is. They do not sugarcoat things. They give you the hard truths that you need to hear, not the comfortable lies that you want to hear. And while their directness might sting sometimes, you know deep down that they are looking out for your best interests. But here is something else the Queen of Swords is revealing. This card is also showing me that there has been someone in your life who has been lying to you, hiding things from you, or being deceptive in some way. And the Queen of Swords energy is what is allowing you to see this clearly now. You have been picking up on inconsistencies in their stories. You have been noticing red flags that you ignored before. You have been feeling in your gut that something is not adding up. Sagittarius, trust those instincts. The Queen of Swords never lies. And she is showing you the truth right now. The Queen of Swords. can also indicate a period of being alone or choosing solitude in order to gain clarity. Maybe you have been spending more time by yourself lately, thinking, processing, figuring things out. This is not loneliness, Sagittarius. This is you creating space to hear your own thoughts without everyone else's opinions droning them out. This is you choosing your own company over the wrong company. This is wisdom. Let me pull the next card because I want to see what the outcome of all this clarity and truth-seeking is going to be. The 7th card is the 3 of Swords. And okay, Sagittarius, I need you to stay with me here because I know this card looks scary, but it is actually bringing you a really important message. The 3 of Swords traditionally represents heartbreak, pain, disappointment, or difficult truths. But in the context of your reading, this card is actually confirmation that you have already been through or are currently going through a painful realization about someone or something in your life. What the 3 of Swords is showing me is that you have discovered something that hurt. Maybe it was a betrayal. Maybe it was a lie that was exposed. Maybe it was realizing that someone you trusted was not who you thought they were. Maybe it was accepting a painful truth about a situation that you had been in denial about. Whatever it is, the 3 of Swords represents that moment when the illusion shatters and you see reality for what it really is. But here is why this card is actually good news in your reading. The 3 of Swords is not about the pain continuing forever. It is about the necessary pain that comes with waking up to the truth. It is about the discomfort that comes with growth. It is about the heartbreak that had to happen in order for you to move forward into something better. And Sagittarius, combined with the Queen of Swords, this is telling me that you are seeing the truth now, even though it hurts. And that truth is setting you free. I'm picking up that some of you might be dealing with a situation involving betrayal or deception. Maybe someone you cared about showed their true colors. Maybe someone you trusted let you down. Maybe someone you believed in turned out to be completely different than you thought. The 3 of Swords confirms that yes, this is painful. Yes, this hurts. Yes, you are allowed to feel disappointed and sad. But Sagittarius, you need to understand that this revelation is actually protecting you. Because imagine if you had not found out the truth. Imagine if you had continued investing in this person or situation. The pain would have been so much worse later. The 3 of Swords is also about releasing emotional pain and old wounds. This card is asking you to feel your feelings, to process your emotions, to allow yourself to grieve what you have lost or what you thought you had. You cannot heal what you do not acknowledge. You cannot move forward if you are still carrying the weight of unprocessed pain. So give yourself permission to be sad, to be angry, to be disappointed. Feel it fully so that you can release it completely. Another layer of the 3 of Swords is about necessary endings. Sometimes things have to end in order for new things to begin. Sometimes relationships have to dissolve in order for you to make space for better connections. Sometimes dreams have to die in order for new, more aligned dreams to be born. And while endings always hurt, they are also necessary for your evolution. Let me pull another card because I want to see what is on the other side of this pain. What is waiting for you once you have processed this difficult truth? The 8th card is the Page of Wands. And Sagittarius, this is exactly the energy shift I was hoping to see. The Page of Wands is all about fresh excitement, new ideas, creative inspiration, and youthful enthusiasm. This card is telling me that after the pain of the 3 of Swords, after the difficult truth has been revealed and processed, you are going to experience a renaissance of sorts. You are going to feel inspired again. You are going to feel excited about life again. You are going to feel like yourself again. The Page of Wands is like a message from the universe saying, hey, I know things have been heavy, but there is so much good stuff coming your way. There are new opportunities, new adventures, new possibilities that you have not even imagined yet. This card represents that moment when you start to feel hopeful again. When you start to see the light at the end of the tunnel, when you start to believe in magic and miracles again. I am seeing that the Page of Wands might also represent a new project or creative endeavor that you are going to start. This could be a business idea, a creative project, a new hobby, or just a new way of expressing yourself. Whatever it is going to reignite your passion and remind you of who you are and what you are capable of. The Page of Wands is fearless, curious, and always ready to try something new. This is the energy you are stepping into. The Page of Wands can also represent good news coming your way. This could be a message, an email, a phone call, or just information that makes you feel excited and optimistic about the future. This news is going to confirm that you are on the right path, that your efforts have not been in vain, that things are finally starting to work out in your favor. I am also picking up that the Page of Wands might represent a younger person coming into your life, or a younger energy that you are embodying. This is about approaching life with childlike wonder, with curiosity, with enthusiasm. It is about not taking everything so seriously all the time. It is about playing, exploring, experimenting, and having fun again. Sagittarius, after everything you have been through, you deserve to have some fun. You deserve to feel light and free and excited about life. Let me pull the next card because I want to see what final message the universe has for you about your future. Okay, the ninth card is the Seven of Cups. And Sagittarius, this is fascinating because this card is showing me that you are about to be presented with multiple options, multiple opportunities, multiple paths forward. The Seven of Cups is all about choices, possibilities, and having many different directions you could go. This is both exciting and potentially overwhelming because when you have too many options, it can be hard to know which one to choose. What the Seven of Cups is telling me is that the universe is about to open up several doors for you. Maybe you are going to get multiple job offers. Maybe you are going to meet multiple potential romantic partners. Maybe you are going to have several different opportunities for travel, relocation, or adventure. Whatever it is, you are going to have options. And that is a really good position to be in. But here is the warning that comes with the Seven of Cups. Not all of these options are going to be as good as they appear on the surface. Some of them might look amazing, but have hidden challenges. Some of them might be illusions or fantasies that would not work out in reality. Some of them might be distractions from the path you are truly meant to take. So the Seven of Cups is asking you to be discerning, to look beyond the surface, to make sure you are choosing based on reality rather than fantasy. That this card is also telling me that you need to be clear about what you actually want. Sometimes when we have too many options, we get caught up in what looks good to other people or what sounds impressive rather than what actually aligns with our truth. The Seven of Cups is asking you to check in with yourself. What do you really want? Not what your family wants for you, not what society expects from you, not what would make the best story, but what genuinely feels right in your soul. I am also picking up that the Seven of Cups might be highlighting a tendency to daydream or get lost in fantasy. Maybe you have been spending a lot of time imagining different scenarios, visualizing different futures, playing out different possibilities in your mind. While visualization is powerful, you also need to make sure you are taking actual steps toward your goals, not just fantasizing about them. Dreams without action are just wishes. The Seven of Cups combined with the Page of Wands tells me that you are in this really creative, imaginative phase right now where anything feels possible. And honestly, that is beautiful. But you need to ground that energy with practical action. You need to choose one or two of these amazing possibilities and actually commit to making them happen, rather than spreading yourself too thin trying to pursue everything at once. Let me pull one more card to bring this reading home and give you the final message you need to hear right now. The 10th and final card is the Knight of Pentacles and Sagittarius. This is the perfect card to end on because it brings everything full circle. The Knight of Pentacles is all about steady progress, reliable action, commitment, and seeing things through to completion. While you have all this fiery Sagittarius energy, all these exciting opportunities represented by the Seven of Cups, all this passion from the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles is here to remind you that success requires consistency. What this card is telling me is that you are entering a phase where you need to buckle down and do the work. Not the exciting work, not the glamorous work, but the daily, consistent, sometimes boring work that actually builds something real and lasting. The Knight of Pentacles does not take shortcuts. The Knight of Pentacles does not give up when things get hard. The Knight of Pentacles shows up every single day and does what needs to be done, even when motivation is low. Even when progress feels slow. I am seeing that the Knight of Pentacles is asking you to be patient with your progress. Rome was not built in a day, and neither is your dream life. You have planted seeds with the Eight of Pentacles. You have built strength with the Strength card. You have taken the leap with the Fool. You have found balance with Temperance. You have gained clarity with the Queen of Swords. You have processed pain with the Three of Swords. You have felt inspiration with the Page of Wands. You have seen possibilities with the Seven of Cups. And now the Knight of Pentacles is asking you to commit to the long game. This card is also telling me that financial stability and material security are coming your way, but they are coming through hard work and dedication, not through luck or shortcuts. The Knight of Pentacles is the most reliable and dependable card in the Pentacles suit. This tells me that you are building something solid, something that will last, something that cannot be easily taken away from you. The Knight of Pentacles can also represent someone coming into your life who has these grounded, stable, reliable qualities. This could be a romantic partner, a business connection, or a friend. This person is going to be the opposite of flashy or exciting on the surface, but they are going to be solid. They are going to be someone you can count on, someone who follows through, someone who is there for you consistently. And Sagittarius, after dealing with unreliable people represented by the Three of Swords, this steady energy is going to be such a relief. So Sagittarius, let me bring all of this together for you because this reading has been intense and there is so much here. What the cards are showing me is that you are in the middle of a major transformation. You have been working hard on yourself with the Eight of Pentacles, building inner strength with the Strength card, and preparing for a new beginning with the Fool. You are learning balance with Temperance, embracing bold action with the Knight of Wands, seeing through deception with the Queen of Swords, processing painful truths with the Three of Swords, feeling new inspiration with the Page of Wands, seeing multiple opportunities with the Seven of Cups, and being asked to commit to consistent action with the Knight of Pentacles. This is a story of growth, of transformation, of waking up to truth, and of stepping into your power. Yes, there has been pain. Yes, there have been difficult realizations. But all of that pain was necessary to get you where you need to be. You cannot step into your future if you are still clinging to illusions from your past. What I want you to know, Sagittarius, is that everything is working out in your favor even when it does not feel like it. The betrayals, the disappointments, the heartbreaks, they were all redirecting you toward something better. The universe has been clearing out everything and everyone who is not meant for your next chapter. And now you have a clean slate, unlimited potential, and the wisdom to make better choices moving forward. You are being called to be brave, to take risks, to trust yourself, to follow your intuition, and to commit to building something real and lasting. You are being asked to balance your fire with earth, your passion with practicality, your dreams with discipline. And when you can do that, when you can embody all of these energies, you become unstoppable. So Sagittarius, I really hope this reading resonated with you and gave you the clarity and confirmation you needed. The energy around you right now is absolutely incredible, and I am genuinely excited to see where you go from here. Remember, you are stronger than you know. You are more capable than you realize, and you are exactly where you need to be. Trust the process, trust yourself, and trust that the universe has your back, because it does always. Thank you so much for being here and allowing me to read for you today. If this resonated, I would love to know which part hit home for you the most. And remember, your future is bright, Sagittarius, brighter than you can even imagine right now. Keep going. You are so close to everything you have been working toward.